ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. In today's session, we will consider few Vishvedeva Suktas. Rishi, Vasishtha, Maitra, Varuni, Chandas, Dvipada, Virat, Drishtu, Suktam 34. Many entities are being talked about in this sukta. Most truths in this sukta are easily understandable without explanations. Prashukraitu Devi 7.34.1. Shining white intelligence proceeding from us reach the concerned entities like a speeding, well-constructed chariot. Minds of the praisers are moving towards various imaginary entities. Let them hear. What the praisers are to talk about these shining beings. Shining white is generally associated with spiritual light energy. Chariot stands for drops of Atmiya Soma. 7.34.2. Vidu Prithivya Genitram. Moreover, may the flowing water particles or Atmiya Somadharas, knowing the origin of the space and earth, hear this hymn. Origin of the space and earth is Indra or moving witnessing self. 34.3. Apaschidasmai Pinmanda Prithvi. The water particles or drops of Atmiya Soma to cause to overflow the earth for him, Indra. In battles, valorous heroes invoke him. Adhur Shwasmai the Dhata 34.4. O invokers, you uphold horses or spiritual light rays in front of the chariot for Indra, who is the possessor of Vajra and has gold in his hands. Sacrificers are asked to harness horses or spiritual light rays to Indra's chariot in the subtle sense or spiritually. Abhipra Stharaheva 34.5. O invokers, approach the knowledge sacrifice, which is as clear as the day. Like a traveler, impel yourself along the right path. Ruks 5, 6 and 7. 5 is the Sirk. 5, 6 and 7 talk about sacrifice. Nothing is really born from worthless Brahman. The universe is born from sacrifice, or the process of creation of the universe came to be revealed to enlightened sages in knowledge sacrifices when they sacrificed their own ego as oblation. Process of creation is described in Purusha Sukta in the 10th mandala, 10.90. Here he represents that Purusha from whose eyes the sun came into being and the earth from his feet. That is 4.6. Mana samatsu hinodayanyam. O invokers, impel yourselves in battles and give to people the knowledge sacrifice which is illuminating and heroic. Udasya Shushmat 34.7. By his strength, the sun rises up in the sky. He appears to bear the burden of the universe like the earth-bearing earthly beings on the earth. Hoyami Devang Ayaturagne 34.8. O soul of Agni, you are not a fiend. I call upon enlightened souls. Attaining the goal with Ruta, I give my knowledge to all. Following the righteous path of enlightened sages, from diversity to unity, seer of the Sukta wants to attain self-knowledge and preach that to all mankind. Abhivo Devim Dhiyam Dadhiham 34.9. O scholars, you too give your shining intelligence and prepare auspicious times for the shining beings. No comments on this. 34.10. Ajashta asam patho nadinam. 1,000-eyed valorous Varuna perceives the courses of the rivers. Varuna, perceiver of all, knows about the birth of rivers on the earth. Raja Rashtranam Pesho Nadinam 34.11. Varuna is the king of all kingdoms, universe, and architect of all rivers. The unsurpassed kingdom and all living beings are for him only. Here, unsurpassed kingdom implies the universe, since nothing is beyond it, or Varuna is being considered as Purusha. Which imparts life or spiritual energy quantum to all living creatures. They are said to be for the enjoyment of Varuna. Purusha Sahasraksha 10.90 Mandalam Suktam. Avishto Asman Vishwasu Vikshvadyum 34.12. O shining beings, among all your subjects here, please accept us gladfully and make the praises of an abuser not sharp or bright. 34.13. Viedu Didyat. May weapons of our antagonists go far away from us in all directions. May we be freed from the sin of or committed by our bodies. Avinno Agnit Havyan. Soul of Agni should be invoked with food and salutations. May that most beloved Agni protect us. We uphold worshipful hymns for him. Sajur Devebhir Abam Napadam 34.15. O praisers, Be friends of spiritual Agni along with shining beings. He makes the water particles not to fall down. May he be auspicious to us. Agni referred to here is heat energy, more specifically latent heat in particles of water vapor, which makes the water particles not to fall down to earth. Aja Muktairahim Grinishe 34.16. I praise with Vedic hymns Agni, who is the serpent of the sky, in its lower part called troposphere, and established in the water particles in the atmosphere, and is born of water streams. Here also Agni implies heat energy, latent heat of evaporation of water, and sensible heat in air and in the atmosphere. For 34.17. Mano ahirbudnyo rushe dhanma. May serpent of the deep Agni not deliver us to our antagonists. May the sacrifice of this preserver of Vrita never decrease. Utana eshu nushu shrabodhu 34.18. May great renown be upheld among our leaders of men. Being bold, may a venerable person go to them for seeking wealth or striving for wealth all the time. May the leaders of men become upholders of self-knowledge. May a venerable man go to them seeking self-knowledge. This is the implied meaning. 7.34.19. Tapanti Shatrum Swarna Bhuma. Those who are having big armies destroy their enemies by their powers, like the sun heating up the earth. Men equipped with the right type of combating powers, in this case knowledge and discrimination powers, overcome their own internal enemies, which are creation of their own minds. 34.20. Ayanna Patni Raghamandyacha Agamandyacha Patni Ragamandyacha. When our protectors come towards us, may the dexterous-handed architect, Tvashta the Creator, give us heroes. May the manifested self reveal self-knowledge to sacrificers or truth-seekers having the right of powers or capabilities. We go to 34.21. Pratinastomam Toshta Jusheda. May the divine architect accept our praise. May that protector of the praisers become desirer of wealth for our sake. May the shining architect of the universe Tvashta wish to make the praisers knowers of truth. May he accept praisers of hymns and procure wealth for them. 34.22. Tano Rasan Radishacho Vasunya. May liberal grantors of gifts give us the desired wealth. May the powers of Varuna, the space and earth, listen to us. May grantor of good gifts, the great architect Tvashta, along with other gods, be our good protectors. May he give us that wealth, which implies, that wealth implies knowledge, physical as well as spiritual. 34.23 Tannuraya Pravadastanna Parvadastanna Tannuraya Parvadastanna Avastat. 34.23 May mountain or clouds protect that wealth of ours. May streams or water particles protect that wealth. Liberal grantors of gifts and the herbs may protect that. Also, the space along with protectors of the forests, serving and loving one another equally, may protect that wealth. May the twins Ashwins or the space and earth protect us. Anu Tadurvirodasi. 34.24 May the vast space and earth move forward along with knowledge. So also Varuna, the brilliant friend of Indra, and also those mighty Maruts. May we become the storehouse of wealth for upholding wealth. May the entities mentioned here hold knowledge pertaining to each, or may they serve as storehouses of knowledge of the objective type. May we become storehouses, both physical and spiritual knowledge, for upholding it and for distributing it to others. This is the implied meaning. Last stroke in this sutta, 34.25. Tanna Indro Varuno Mitro Agnirava. May Indra, Varuna, Mitra, Agni, the water streams, the herbs and the trees delight in that wealth or knowledge of ours. Staying close to the Maruts, may we be happy. O shining beings, please protect us always with prosperity. No comment on this. We go to the next Suktam, Suktam 35. This can be considered as a sublime prayer Suktam of Mandalam 7. Rishi Vasishtha Maitra Varuni Devada Vishvedeva Chandas Trishtu. All the riks in this sutta convey the same idea, and no comments are called for on many riks. Ekapat symbolizes non-dual birthless Brahman. Shamna Indragni Bhavadam Avobhi. 35.1 May Indragni with their protective powers be harbinger of peace. So also receivers of oblations, Indra Varuna. May Indra Soma bring us peace for our prosperity and for meditation. Indra Pusha may bring us peace in the distribution of wealth or knowledge. Shamno Bhaga Shamma Shamso astu sham. May Bhaga be for our peace. May our peace be well praised. May our peace be prolific. May the wealth be for our peace. May our well-controlled, truthful praise be for peace. May variously manifesting Adyama be for our peace. Shamno dhata shamu dharta no astu. 35.3. Let the Creator be for our prosperity, so also the supporters. Let the vast earth be for our prosperity with food. May the great space and earth be and may the great space and earth and also the cloud be for our prosperity. May the good praisers of enlightened men be for our peace. Shanno Agnir Jyotiraniko Astu. 35.4. Let the soul of Agni having shining face be for our happiness. So also Mitra, Varuna and Ashwins. Let the righteous deeds of meritorious men be for our happiness. May refreshing wind blow, bringing happiness for us. Shanno Dyava Prithivi Purvahudau. 35.5. Invoke first. May the space and earth be for our tranquility. May let the sky atmosphere be peaceful to us for looking at. May the herbs be for our prosperity, so also the trees. Let the victorious protector of the worlds be peaceful to us. Shamna Indro Vasubhir Devo Astu. 35.6. Let the resplendent Indra along with Vasus bring prosperity to us. Let the well-praised Varuna along with the sons of Aditi be tranquil to us. Let the subduer of water Rudra along with other Rudras be for our prosperity. Shamna Somo Bhavadu Brahma. 35.7. Let Atmiya Soma be for our happiness, Brahma for our happiness, and also the clouds. Let the sacrificers lead us to happiness. Let accurate knowledge of the sacrifices be for our happiness. Let the altar of sacrificial fire be for our happiness. Shamna Surya Urujaksha Udetu. 35.8. Let the far-seeing sun rise for our prosperity. Let the four directions be for our prosperity. Let the stable mountains be for our prosperity. So also the rivers, and the flowing waters and the air. Shamno Aditir Bhavadu Varatebhi. 35.9. Let Mother Aditi, nature, Prakriti, with her laws, the praiseworthy Maruts, all-pervading Vishnu, Nourisher Purusha, the earth or the world, and air be for our happiness. 35.10. Shamno Devas Savita. Let the resplendent Savita be protecting us. May the shining dawns bring prosperity for us. Let the rain-bearing cloud bring us, who are his subjects, prosperity. Let the grantor of happiness, Lord of strength, be for our happiness. Shanno Deva Vishvedeva Bhavantu. Let all shining beings, Saraswati with her wisdom, givers of oblations, granters of gifts, all shining objects in the space and in the atmosphere and in the flowing waters and on the earth be for our prosperity. 35.12 Shamna Satyasya Patayo Bhavantu. Let the protectors of truth, the horses, the cows, performers of good deeds, dexterous engineers and scientists and our ancestors in our invocations be for our happiness. 35.13 Shanno Aja Ekapadevo Astu. 13 Let the unborn, single-footed, resplendent one, Atma, serpent of the deep, the space, the drinker of water, who makes the water not to fall down, and the protector of enlightened souls, and the cloud be for our peace. Aditya Rudra Vasavo Yushantedam. 34.14 May sons of Aditi, the Rudras, and the presiding deities of 8 directions, the Vasus, find delight in this newly created hymn full of self-knowledge. May luminous objects in the space, objects on the earth, and all born beings on the earth, as well as sacrifice-worthy souls, listen to this new Suktam of ours. Last stroke in the Sukta. Yed evanam yetniyanam. Those who are immortal, are knowers of Vrita, are invoke-worthy among intellectuals, and also sacrifice-worthy among enlightened beings, may bestow on us the much-praised wealth, Atma-jnana. O shining beings, please protect us always with prosperity. This Suktam contains mainly Adhibhautik and Adhidevik Vijnanas. We go to the next Suktam. Mandalam 7, Ashtakam 5, Chapter 4, Suktam 36. Shri Vishwamitra Maitra Varuni Devata Vishvedeva Chandastrushtu. Brahmaidu Sadhana Dhrutasya. May Vedic speech approach us from the home of Vrita, like the sun with his light rays. Let the rainwater flow. The earth with many summits is spread out in various directions. Spiritual Agni is being well kindled as an important symbol. This introductory ruk should be understandable to all without difficulty. 36.2 Imam Vam Mitra Varuna. O spiritually shining Mitra Varuna, I prepare this new hymn, which is like food for you. One of you is the Lord, is not to be impaired or deceived, and is path to truth. Mitra is said to make the people strive after truth. Varuna is said to be the righteous path to truth, and Mitra is the impeller of the people to follow that path. According to the seer of the Sutta, these are the roles of Varuna and Mitra. Avadasya dhajatoranta itya 36.3. Movements of the gliding wind are pleasure-giving, like the cows abounding in sweet drinks. Shower of rains, manifesting in the home of the great sun, roars in the atmosphere in the udder-like cloud, or which acts like a cow's udder for water vapor in the atmosphere. Shower of cloud can be Indra or the sun in physical terms. Roar refers to thunder in the cloud which carries water vapors. Giraya eta Yunajat Hari the Indra. 36.4. O valorous liberal Indra, whoever harnesses these horses or spiritual light rays of yours, which are dear to you and which are yoked to your good chariot with auspicious hinds, and whoever controls the anger of those who wish to harm, may you turn Adyama, the doer of noble deeds, towards him. Whoever concentrates his mind on the spiritual rays of light and controls the activities of his sense organs, may Indra lead such a person to the Lord of prosperity. This is the implied meaning of the Rik. Yajante asya sakhyam. 36.5. Adorers invoke his friendship, who is established in his own home and is mighty. He is admired by leaders of men, he is swift and kills living creatures. This most desirable hymn is for that Rudra. Rudra is conceived of as the Lord of destruction here. The manifested self alone was the creator, protector and destructor of all material forms. But later on, these activities were attributed to Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra respectively. If one believes in the reality of this universe, to him these three shining beings may appear to be real. 36.6. Ayat Sakam Yashaso Bhavashana Saraswati. Dexterous, desirous of food and fame, may Mother of waters or flowing speeches Saraswati, along with 7 streams approaches. These well-yielding good streams flow, overflowing their own flowing waters. Overflowing with their own flowing waters. Physical explanation of the Rik follows directly from overall meaning. Here Saraswati may imply mother of knowledge, Vedas, and the 7 streams to 7 chandases. Water represents knowledge. With these clarifications, hidden meaning of the Rik can be derived. 36.7. Utatteno maruto mandasana. All those speedy marus, also may those speedy marus, delighting themselves together, protect our intellect and offsprings. May the undecaying marus, moving or blowing over us, not betray us. May they cause our homogeneous wealth to grow. Here, undecaying one stands for Vayu. May pranas or Vayu increase the knowledge of the homogeneous self, which alone is homogeneous. All living bodies are heterogeneous mixtures or combinations of matter, bodies, and non-matter, Atma. Mathematically, in complex variables x plus iy. Pravo Mahim Aramadim Krunudham 36.8. O invokers, make your mind ready to serve this earth. Pusha, who is like a praiseworthy hero, Bhaga, who is the protector of all our intellects, and also that treasure or gift, who is generous and bountiful in the acquisition of wealth. Acquisition of wealth implies attainment of state of Brahman. Achayam O Maruta Sloka. Last stroke in the Sutta. O Marus 36.9. O Marus, may this hymn of ours reach you properly, and also Vishnu, the protector of the infused seed with his protective powers. May you uphold food or essence of life for our praisers and other living creatures. May you always protect us with prosperity. Vishnu is said to be protector of all born forms here. Air Vayu helps in the preparation of food by plants. Pranas sustains essence of life in living creatures. Next Suktam is 37. Suktam 37. Rishi Vasishtha Maitravaruni Chandastrushtu Devada Vishwadeva Avo Vasishtho Bahadu Stavadhei 37.1. O skilled architects and inventors, having beautiful jaws or cheeks and possessors of knowledge, may your non-injurable chariot, which carries load best, bear you here for getting glorified. Then, in these sacrifices, may you fill your belly with excellent three-backed essences of Atmiya Soma for your delight. Three-backed Soma could imply Soma essence, which gives pleasure to three bodies, gross, subtle and causal, which aspect is dealt with in Mandalam 9. Yuyam Haratnam Maghavat Sudhatta Thatha 37.2. O skilled architects and inventors, seeing spiritual light, you uphold non-injurable jewel in liberal praisers. Possessing inherent power, may you enjoy our oblations in sacrifices and be delighted with our intelligent praisers. Praisers, please give us all kinds of wealth. Jewel implies the best among all wealths or Atmajnana. With this clarification, meaning of the Rig should become clearer. Uvojitha hi Maghavan. O abundantly rich Indra, you take pleasure in giving gift and in the distribution of great as well as unimportant articles. Both of your hands are full of all kinds of objects. Pleasant and true speech do not limit the flow of wealth. No explanation may be necessary on this. 37.4. Tvamindra Swayasha Rubhuksha Vajo. O possessor of horses or spiritual light rays, Indra, you are illustrious through your own deeds, possessing thunderbolt or spiritual energy quantum, which is like the right knowledge. You approach the house of this praiser. May we, the most excellent persons who are offerers of oblations to you, be preparers of Vedic hymns. May Indra with his Vajra or thunderbolt, which is like spiritual energy, inspire the praisers to prepare Vedic hymns. This is the essence of the rag. Sanitasi Pravado Dashushe Chidyabhi. 7.37.5. O possessor of horses or spiritual light rays, Indra, by whatever intelligence you approach us, you are the giver of the moving wealth to oblations offering sacrifice. When you give us wealth, then we reach you with suitable protections. Indra bestows Jivatma is the moving wealth on the sacrificers, which moves from one body to another. Gross wealth, including the material body, stays with any individual. Through spiritual knowledge revealed by Indra, one attains Indra. That's 37.6. Vasayasiva Vedhasastvam Kada. When you create us, who are pious, you look like staying in our dwellings. When will you be acquainted with our speeches? Your speedy horses or spiritual light ray with fatherly intelligence carries wealth, good heroes, and food to our house. Indra provides dwellings, namely bodies, for the praisers when he created them. Then Indra stays as Jivatma in these dwellings. Horses here implies spiritual ray of light. Abhiyam Devi Nirudhish Chidishe. 37.7. The resplendent earth, which is supreme, attains that Indra. Mortals make him stay with them, so that he loses his home, which is the abode of the self. Attached to the three bodies, gross, subtle and causal, Indra appears to get aged or old. Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha and Virat Purusha are the three ancient bodies. And last look in the sutta. Anoradhamsi Savita. O Savita, (37.8). O Savita, may the wealth of all kinds reach us for praising you. May the wealth which is in the gift of cloud reach us. May the resplendent protector Savita serve us always. May you protect us always with prosperity. The gift in the cloud implies Atmajnana, covered with ignorance layers, the three bodies mentioned in earlier rigs. More rigs on Savita follow. With this, we conclude today's session. Viramastavat.